And welcome back. Well, today we have on Elena Merchant, and she is with Senior Home Advocates, and we're going to find out exactly what they're all about. First, welcome.
Thank you.
Nice to have you here today. So first, the first question is, what do you folks do?
It's a great question. We kind of have a hybrid of services. We do case management, where we actually help with just the scheduling of care, help with actually overview of just navigating through the healthcare system and just through the aging process. We also do transitional care management, which is a little different, where we're going from maybe the acute care setting to maybe a skilled nursing after a crisis mode.
Okay.
And then maybe if they need help going into like an assisted living. And then we also do very highly specialized senior real estate services, where we work with real estate agents if they need help either downsizing or right sizing, if you want to call it that. Does that help clarify it? I know you were questioning a little bit.
Yeah, I wanted to know how you dovetailed with the medical community. In other words,
I started there.
Yeah, in other words, does one who would benefit from your service, would they call you folks directly? Would they go through maybe their Medicare provider?
Sure.
Things like that. How do they get a hold of you as far as?
It's an excellent question. So the way our case management works is we actually work directly for the physician.
Okay.
So we work as under their general supervision. We help create a care plan.
Okay.
We help create, I'm a nurse, by the way, so maybe that helps a little bit. I've actually been in the medical industry for about 25 years. So if that's how that happened.
Okay.
And it's just evolved to the point, because our services and our clients need so much attention, we're very protective with them, and we really try to hold their hand, because it is really confusing. I mean, I don't know, I'm sure you're up on all the new changes that are going on in Medicare right now, and just our healthcare system in general. It's a lot to navigate. I mean, we have to do it as a team.
It is. So someone goes to their physician or maybe working with their Medicare provider, whoever that may be. From there, does that particular physician's office recommend somebody like you, saying, hey, we have people here that can help you with all these different needs that you may have?
Well, they can do it that way, or they can ask their physician to ask for us as well. They can go to our website at Senior Home Advocates. They can call us at 714-921-9200.
Okay.
So we can do that, so that you can always reach us. It's not like you can't reach us. And we actually do the service. For some of our clients, they may ask for us to do the service. There is a small nominal fee. It's $28 a month if they use just our software tools. If they use our advocacy in person, then it's a little larger fee. It's like $45 a month. It's not much.
And there's a lot involved in case management. So maybe you can go over the different types of things. I know you just went over it briefly, but there's so many different things that nowadays, as you said, it's so hard to navigate.
Yes.
It almost sounds like you folks become almost, if somebody wants it to this level, sort of a personal healthcare assistant.
That's exactly what we are. You just nailed it. That's exactly what we do. We work, well, first of all, I'd say 3-4 years ago, we didn't have the tools to do it. Now with the software and the technology, we're able to actually truly take a look at all the medications that the client is using, all of the providers that they have, and with that software, we're able to put it all into one portal. And of course, we get their permission. This is all HIPAA compliant.
Sure.
And it's part of Medicare's new agenda to get everyone on the same page.
Right.
And so that's how we're able to do this, because Medicare specifically is asking that all the doctors and the providers have that interpolarity, so you do know what I'm talking about, right?
Yes.
Great.
And which I think is fantastic, because as you said, it's so hard to navigate nowadays.
Well, I see so many families where either the daughter or the daughter-in-law ends up having to try to figure out the whole continuum. And usually most people do this once or twice their lifetime. We do this all the time. So we're able to we know the questions to ask, and we know the right people and where to go, which is really helpful. And then I really want to talk about our event that's coming up.
Yes, please.
Okay. I'm very excited because Medicare is doing a lot of changes. One of the changes is the annual well visit, which a lot of people have heard about, but it's not, it's very underutilized. And a lot of times the doctors themselves don't have enough time to actually spend quality time with the patient. You come in, you get your 7 minutes with the doctor, and that's it.
Yeah.
So the event that we're doing this Saturday, and that we're going to be doing more of, is actually it's a wellness event. We actually will have, for those participating physicians, their patients will actually be coming and getting their actual annual well visit done at the event. They'll get a good 15 minutes at least with their doctor.
Right.
But we create for the doctor and for the patient a full 5-year care plan that actually goes through all the different preventative screenings that they qualify for, as well as it gives them a written roadmap for the next 5 years, at least as a starting point. And it's nice because, it's great to go to your doctor, maybe spend that 20 minutes in the waiting room and then see the doctor.
Right.
But if you can get the same experience or better and get some education at the same time. So we're going to be talking about the changes in Medicare and how to get a healthcare assistant.
Okay.
And then we're also going to have a dementia workshop, and then, of course, a free complimentary lunch. And then we're having an expert panel on healthcare, just to answer some of those questions you have.
Right.
As well as a financial panel.
Now, again, where is this taking place? And we got to have the number on the screen right there
Great.
to call.
It's at the Hills Hotel.
Okay, which is just right down the freeway.
Right up the, and it's complimentary, so it's very. I'm excited. It's a great. I've already got other. I've gotten such a great feedback. It's a good thing.
Let me ask you one other question. That if you guys can help out with things like as we get to open enrollment. Now, can you help navigate people through that, or in any way, or do they need to use the same avenues they have before?
If they have an agent that they're working with that they're comfortable with, I would always say stick with the same agent. I don't, our goal is to help the physicians, help the case managers when they're discharging. We want to implement the plan, or we want to make sure that there's one A plan in place, but we want to help it. We're not selling Medicare policies or any of that kind of stuff.
But I wanted to make sure to ask that because there might be people going, well, nowadays with all these different things going on, even people who may not yet qualify for Medicare, they might have go the Covered California thing, and it's hard to navigate in itself.
We do have a Medicare specialist,
Great.
So we do have that available. So if they do need help, we can help them with that.
Yeah, I think that's fantastic. It's really good. And as far as kind of being this personal assistant, it's a great thing for people because it's so hard, and especially as you said, they might go through a certain procedure, large or small. They're like, well, where do I go from here? Where do I find the maybe somebody coming into my home for a couple weeks to help me out and things like that. So
and we see a lot too where they're in a crisis mode and they just really don't know, and they're so stressed, highly stressed, they don't know where to go. That's when it's really important. But it's always better if you can do it beforehand. Have some plan in place.
Now, you said on your website, if they want to go through just sort of the online plan, what are some of the tools that come up that can help them out?
Oh, it's a great tool. Actually, the way our software works, it was built by, it's pretty in-depth, but it's very simple. They can use it if they'd like to, and it's a great tool, especially for the adult child who wants to help with things and also input things in case they're not too techie. And the other thing that's nice is because they have a personal healthcare assistant, we enter all the information in there. And if, say, they were at a crisis mode, all their medications, their care plan, their providers' information are all there. We can literally, at a push of a button, fax that information to the ER right then and there. So it's exciting. It's all part of the new healthcare initiatives.
Right, exactly. And I've been hearing about those for probably the last 3 years. So seniorhomeadvocates.com. That is the website. The number is 714-921-9200. Give them a call. And their event coming up at the Hills, you're invited to go. And again, that's coming up on
this Saturday, so please come. We're definitely looking forward to seeing all of the residents come, and we've got quite a nice array of events and screenings too.
Do they need to call to RSVP?
Yes, I'd
Because
strongly
you need to know how many people are
that
coming.
we
It's
need the head
free.
count. Yes, it's free. We've got a nice lunch. We've got, and also we need to make arrangements too because we've got
Sure.
some interactive dynamic testing.
Okay.
Too.
So again, 714-921-9200, Senior Home Advocates. Elena, nice to meet you. Nice to see you. And
Thank you.
Great help you folks can give.
Great.
Really
Thank
good.
you.
We'll be right back.
Are the new Medicare changes going to change your life or possibly impact how you get health care this year? Did you know you may be able to get your own free personal healthcare assistant to help you navigate these changes? For answers to these questions and more, you must attend the wellness event at the Hills Hotel in Laguna Hills, April 16th. Senior Home Advocates is providing this free event, so please call to register. There will be a delicious free lunch and interactive workshops where you can learn much more.